guys, third video for the day. Sorry there's a bit of a delay between the videos going up. A lot of research, to be honest. It's a lot of research, today's videos. But yeah, Joe Biden has come out. Joe Biden has given a live broadcast. Sorry, live broadcast regarding the beer buck. Now this is obviously in no way or shape a reaction to people asking where the hell is he. You know, it's not like that was trending on Twitter a few days ago. Yeah, no, obviously, look, it's a reaction to that, right? So there was this, where's Joe? People were saying, you know, is he going to address the situation? And subsequently now he's addressed the situation and it didn't go particularly well. He can't win. But hey, look on the bright side. At least now some of you remember that there is actually a Democratic candidate running for the election. He might necessarily remember, but at least you do, I suppose. But look, at the end of the day, we're going to go through and we're going to look at some of the outtakes and some of the interesting things that happened with Joe Biden, because it didn't go real well. Like, Daddy Boomer here, it really did kind of stumble. But let's jump into it. So the first thing that we'll notice is that he opens a beer bug address by touching his face. You know, when they sit there and they tell you, don't touch your face as much as you can. You know, and obviously AOC has been caught doing this as well. I think we even did a video on that. But yeah, here he is literally talking about beer bug and claiming and literally touching his face within the first seconds of the conference. Let's check it out. Set it up. No! No, Joe!
Good morning. I hope you
the conference hadn't even started and he's already touched his face.
and your family are doing well in these difficult and anxious times, confusing times. Like all families, the Biden family is adjusting to new ways. Less time together, more worrying about friends and relatives, concerns about those who are isolated or suffering.
Or worrying about yourself because you're older than dirt. You're just saying you're at a risk here, Joe.
The coronavirus.
But that said, so's Trump. Well, Trump's more likely to be fine, but let's face it, Joe Biden is not a young duck, right? Neither's Trump, but if I had to bank on either of these two surviving with corona, with beer bug, I would say Trump probably has a better chance. So, yeah. So that happened. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, it did not get any better from there. Here we got Joe Biden stumbling over the speech. Because apparently this happened as well.
I'm glad the president has finally activated the National Guard. Now we need the armed forces and the National Guard to help with hospital capacity, supplies, and logistics. We need to activate the Reserve Corps of doctors and nurses and beef up the number of responders dealing with these crush of cases. And in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing.
Now it's interesting that the one thing that I found interesting in that was the hand signal. That's what I found interesting. So he's given this his right hand gives it like a little lift up, like as to say, like to go faster. So he's obviously reading from a teleprompter. So, and look, at the end of the day,
that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing.
So we go here. Watch his hand here.
In addition to that, we have to
like he's waving
make
it up.
sure that we
to say like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So he's reading from a teleprompter, and you can tell when he's sitting there like he's obviously reading. And look, at the end of the day, obviously, it's no real big thing. It's just something minor. Reading from teleprompter's hard. You know, words are hard. You know, there's no big thing there. But loose chunk of teleprompter in Beerbug's speech.
I'm glad the president has.
Oh, sorry, which is what we've already discussed. And yeah, so look, at the end of the day, like I said, it was a. People have slammed him with his response, saying that, you know, he begins broadcasting from home in studio regarding. A lot of people have come out and said that it was sort of disjointed. It was a little bit rambly, but obviously the biggest thing that people are complaining about right now is literally him touching his face while giving a lecture on Beerbug. I don't know about you guys, but like I say, AOC did the exact same thing. I don't know if I actually did the video on that, actually. I might have left it. Let's go through, and like I say, and Trump has done it too. You know, at the end of the day, it's, yeah. They've all done it. It's hard, right? Like, even when I've made these videos, I've touched my face while I've been talking about Beerbug. So...
Oh, wow. Can you characterize what you heard in the meeting? Were there questions answered? And do you feel like you're getting the response that needs to come from this task force?
Well, it's still ongoing. We are getting, it is still ongoing, so we are getting some increased responses from the CDC and relevant officials. I think what's really important is that folks stay as diligent as possible about symptoms and to call the CDC hotline if you have been in contact, if you have recently traveled. There is a lot of screening happening at airports, but as we know that we have our first locally acquired case in California. So we want to just make sure that everyone stays calm, but if for any reason you have pneumonia type symptoms with little to no cause, to make sure you contact the CDC or your physician.
Do you think that the briefing gave more information to the extent that this is going to go? Is it going to expand? Is it going to contract? Is it,
how many times is this now?
Well, we have the meeting was declassified, so much of the information that we have is in line with the public statements that have been released by the CDC. I think what's important is that folks, A, remain calm, but B, I know it sounds banal, but one of the key parts to preventing transmission is washing your hands and not touching your face.
First of all, it's not banal, it's banal. Secondly, you've just literally touched your face. How many times in this press conference alone do we need to put a counter on the screen? How many times have you just touched your face during this press conference? You stupid woman. And look, like I say, you know, even Trump has made mistakes, right? So, Trump. See if I can find the video very quickly. I haven't prepared this. I can't find it. There's a video going around of Trump and what Trump has done, and oh, it might be this one actually. No, that one's not recent. It's one of these. It might be this one. Now let me see if I can very quickly find it on YouTube.
Thank you very much, everybody.
No, I can't see it. There's one where he's like touched the stuff, like he'll like pat the stuff on his shoulder or something like that. Obviously, nowhere near as bad as what AOC is doing here. Like, she literally goes through and touches her face so many times. It's not. I tell you what, if you guys want, I'll upload a video. I know there's a video upload already, so let's just actually. Let's give a little bit of a shout out to see, this is the thing, you can't, even typing something in Google these days doesn't even show up. Oh, here it is here, maybe. So this, I'm not sure if this is the video that I was watching that actually showed it, but no, this is a different video.
Oh, wow. So can you characterize what you heard in the meeting?
No. So, like I say, look, at the end of the day, I think there was, the count was around 15 to 20 times in like a 2-minute section. If you guys want, I'll upload that video and we can have a laugh at it. It was obviously the worst case of anybody ever doing it. But like I say, at the end of the day, even Joe Biden, you know, has gone through, and the first video that he does regarding this outbreak is he touches his face. And I know it's hard. It really, really is hard. At least he's not as bad as AOC. And yeah. But regardless, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Joe Biden coming out? Obviously, he's doing this because he wants to take on Trump. He wants to sort of counter the narrative. People are worried that Trump is stealing the light because he's the president and he's dealing with a national emergency. Who would have thought the president should, you know, get on radio or TV and talk about this? But regardless, I do want to watch the whole video from Joe Biden. I've only seen parts of it. I do want to watch it just to break it down and see the difference. I'm guessing there's no mention of China or anything like that in it. He'll obviously use the right terms because that's what this is. This is the deep state putting up their own video because Trump at the moment is literally just crucifying them in the media. You know, using terms like Chinese bug. I don't want to say the V word. But yeah, you know, calling it where it came from. You know, calling reporters stupid, which he had every right to do, by the way. So yeah, like I say, this is the establishment literally having a fit and trying to bring the narrative back to something that is more along their lines. Because Trump at the moment has gone rogue, and I freaking love it. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Going to be live streaming after this video goes up. We're going to be playing a little bit of COD. It's going to be me and Fez and maybe somebody else. I'll try and get a third in. And we're going to play Warzone really, really badly. So feel free to come in and tune and watch us die horribly and then probably rage quit. Apart from that, guys, obviously this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button if you're new to the channel. Welcome and subscribe. Let me know in the comments section if you want me to do that AOC video. I know it's old news, but I might do it just for giggles. Let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, guys, and enjoy.